The Sun is one of the stars in our galaxy, called the Milky Way. There are between 100 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy. 85% of the stars in our galaxy are less bright than the Sun. The Sun is located approximately 26,000 light-years from the center of the Milky Way at the edge of our galaxy, known as the Orion Arm. The Sun revolves around the center of the Milky Way, making one revolution every 225 to 250 million years. The orbital speed of the Sun is 217 kilometers per second. The Sun is the only star in the solar system. It is approximately 4.5 billion years old. Planets and their satellites revolve around the Sun. There are 8 planets orbiting the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The Sun is the largest object in the solar system. The mass of the Sun is 99.9% of the total mass of the entire solar system. The hollow Sun will contain about 960,000 spherical Earths. The Sun is an almost perfect sphere. The diameter of the Sun is 1.4 million kilometers. The mass of the Sun is about 330,000 times that of the Earth. The Sun is the closest star to Earth. The average distance of the Sun from the Earth is 150 million kilometers. Proxima Centauri is the closest star to the Sun, which is 4.3 light-years away. All objects in the solar system revolve around the Sun. The Earth revolves around it in 365 days. The rotation of the Sun is opposite to the rotation of the Earth. The Sun rotates on itself every 25 to 36 Earth days. The Sun was formed, like any other star, of a huge swirling cloud of gas called a nebula. The Sun is composed of 73% hydrogen, 25% helium, and other elements with a lower concentration. Other elements in the Sun are carbon, oxygen, neon, and iron. The strong gravity of the Sun holds all the planets in place. The average density of the Sun is 1.4 grams per cubic centimeter. If you weigh 100 pounds, your weight on the Sun will be 2,700 pounds. The Sun generates energy by thermonuclear fusion. The vast majority of energy is generated by the synthesis of helium from hydrogen. One would have to detonate 100 billion tons of dynamite every second to match the energy produced by the Sun. Every second in the Sun's core, about 4 million tons of matter are converted into radiant energy. The core makes up 2% of the Sun's volume, but nearly half its mass. Energy is constantly being produced in the Sun's core, and it takes about 50 million years to spread across its surface. At the present stage, thermonuclear reactions are taking place in the solar core to convert hydrogen into helium. When the Sun burns all its hydrogen, it will continue to burn helium for another 130 million years. At about 4.6 billion years old, the Sun has already burned up about half of its supply of hydrogen. The sun emits light in the form of photons. As soon as sunlight leaves the sun, it moves towards the Earth at a speed of 300,000 kilometers per second. Sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach the Earth's surface. Solar radiation is the main source of energy on Earth. Solar radiation supports life on Earth. Plants use photosynthesis to synthesize organic compounds by releasing oxygen. As the sun gradually depletes its hydrogen fuel reserves, it becomes hotter and its brightness slowly but steadily increases. At the age of 8 billion years, 3.5 billion years from now, the brightness of the sun will increase by 40%, which will lead to the eventual destruction of all forms of terrestrial life. The sun has a strong magnetic field. Its magnetic field propagates throughout the solar system through the solar wind. Variations in the sun's magnetic field on Earth cause auroras in high and mid-latitudes and geomagnetic storms. Solar flares occur when the sun's magnetic fields come together and cause huge explosions on the sun's surface. Sunspots appear on the surface of the sun and appear dark due to the colder temperatures near it. The sun's atmosphere consists of 3 regions: photosphere, chromosphere, and solar corona. The corona is the sun's outer atmosphere with temperatures that range from a few thousand kelvins to several million kelvins. The effective surface temperature of the sun is 5,780 Kelvin. A total solar eclipse occurs only during a new moon, when the moon is directly between the Earth and the sun. A total solar eclipse, when the moon blocks the sun, occurs once every 18 months. We see the moon because it reflects light from the sun. Energy conversion using solar cells can be used to generate electricity. Photosynthesis also produced energy stored in oil and other fossil fuels in the distant past. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun causes sunburn and stimulates the body's production of vitamin D. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun has antiseptic properties. The effect of the ultraviolet part of the solar spectrum is greatly weakened by the ozone layer in the Earth's atmosphere. Ancient civilizations believed that the sun was a god. The Egyptians called the sun god Ra. Previously, it was believed that the sun revolves around the Earth. The ancient Greek astronomer Aristarchus of Samos was the first to say that planets revolve around the sun.